Hi Bold Bakers. As a pastry chef, one of my most favorite ingredients to work with is chocolate. This video is sponsored by Ghirardelli to help celebrate the release of their new Grand Chips, a chocolate chip that is 2 times the size of a regular chip. I'm going to share with you Ghirardelli's new ultimate chocolate chip cookie recipe, but we're just not making cookies. We're going to make something that I call a triple grand. Are you curious? Well, you're going to have to keep on watching. And after this video, I want you to go over to Ghirardelli.com for their chocolate chip cookie recipe and lots more. Okay, let's get started by making our cookie dough. So into a bowl, we're going to add in our flour, baking soda, and salt. And then mix these ingredients together. It's always a good idea to mix your dry ingredients together separately so everything gets combined well. Okay, we're going to set this aside, and in a nice big bowl, we're going to mix up the rest of our ingredients. So into our nice big bowl, I'm going to pour in melted butter. Now, I don't know about you, but I find the best cookie recipes start with melted butter. It's just something about the texture that they give to your cookie. Next, we're going to add in some brown sugar, which gives your cookies a lovely caramel flavor, followed by some white sugar. Then all you want to do is just whisk these together for around 2 minutes. As you can see, it kind of turns a light color. This is perfect. I love this recipe because you just mix it all by hand. It's super easy. So into this, we're going to add in 1 egg. Then just go ahead and mix this in before adding your next one. I'm going to add in my last egg, followed by some vanilla extract. And then just like before, mix it all together. So lots of people ask, do you have to add vanilla? And you don't have to. But the thing about it is, it really enhances the flavor of the other ingredients, and vanilla and chocolate go so well together. So I love to add a splash in. The way that I like to think about it is that vanilla is like seasoning for baking. On another note, if you don't eat eggs, they can be substituted for a flax egg or condensed milk, and that will work really well. Okay, this is looking good. I'm excited for this recipe because it already smells really good and it's not even baked yet. So into here, I'm going to add in my dry ingredients. And then all you want to do is just mix these together until roughly combined. Okay, so the star of the show here are Ghirardelli's new Grand Chips. So what are these? These are the largest chocolate chips that Ghirardelli has made. Not only that, they're the largest chocolate chips on the market. There are drops out there, there are chunks, but there is nothing like these bad boys. Now, what does that mean for us? It means you get more chocolate per bite. So just to show you what this looks like, this is a new Ghirardelli Grand Chip, and this is a Ghirardelli semi-sweet chip. Check that out. That is some serious chocolate chunkage, and we are all about that here on Bigger Bolder Baking. So then lastly, add in your Grand Chips. And then with a spatula or a wooden spoon, just go ahead and fold in your chocolate chips. So I love to use semi-sweet chips on Bigger Bolder Baking. These are really good quality and they've got just the right amount of sweetness, and they're perfect for these cookies. Okay, so that's our cookie dough, super simple. Now I'm gonna pop this guy into the fridge for a minimum of an hour. Cookie doughs love to be chilled and they actually spread less once they're cold. So while this is in there, we're gonna make our filling. So I said I called this a triple grand. We already have our cookie dough. Now, what else could there be? We're going to make a cheesecake filling to go in the center. It is out of this world. So into this bowl, I have some softened cream cheese and I'm going to add that in. And then using an electric hand mixer, you can also do this by hand as long as your cream cheese is soft. Just mix this together until it's nice and smooth. So this is nice and smooth. Next thing I'm going to add in are eggs. Now, if you don't eat eggs, you can replace them with corn flour, and I'm going to put a note on Bigger Bolder Baking of how you can do that. Next, we're going to add in a little bit of sour cream. This adds nice flavor and texture. If you don't have sour cream, however, you can just use the same amount of cream cheese. And then lastly, a little splash of vanilla extract. Makes everything better. And then with your mixer, go in again and whip it up until you have a nice soft mix. I'm a huge fan of baked cheesecake, I'm a huge fan of cookies, so this just makes perfect sense to me. Okay, this is lovely and smooth. Now I'm going to pop this into the fridge and let's check on our cookie dough. So our cookie dough is nice and cold, it's ready to be used. Here I have a cupcake tin, I have buttered it, and this is what we're going to make our triple grands in. So I hope you're getting pretty excited. So go ahead and scoop a heaped tablespoon of your cookie dough. So here you go, it's a nice big ball of dough. Now what you want to do is put it into your cupcake tin and then just mush it up the sides. What we're going to do is create a cookie cup. If you need a little bit more cookie dough or even a little bit less, that's totally fine. Everybody's tin is different. Just push them all around the bottom and up the sides. Now you want to scoop and shape the rest of your cookie dough. I find dividing them up ahead of time makes sure that you have enough dough for your tops. Perfect. Nice and high up the edges. Now what we're going to do is take our cheesecake filling and put around a tablespoon, filling up the little cup around 3/4 of the way up, not all the way to the top, in each little cookie cup. I'm filling these with cheesecake filling, but I know you guys are super creative. Let me know in the comments below what you would fill your cookie cups with. Okay, lovely. Now you want to be careful you don't overfill these because it might leak out. So just 3/4 of the way up is enough. So for the lid, I've got less than we used before, like a level tablespoon. And I'm just going to make it into a little flat disc in my hand. Push it out a little bit like this, like a little hat. And then I'm going to place it on the top of my cookie cup. And then what you want to do is just seal in that cheesecake filling. Perfect. Then continue making your little hats, sealing the edges so your filling doesn't leak out. Okay, our cheesecake filling is sealed up nice and tight, encased in cookie dough. Now these guys are ready to be baked off. Bake your triple grands off at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for roughly 20 to 22 minutes or until golden brown on top. Our timer just went off, which means our triple grands are done. Now check these bad boys out. They look magnificent. They're golden brown on top, and just check out those chocolate chips. Once they're out of the oven, I like to set them aside for around 10 minutes in the tin to let them cool down. So why did I call this a triple grand? It is a cookie stuffed with cheesecake that looks like a cupcake. I mean, it is a triple whammy. So just check that out, filled with baked cheesecake, and look at that amazing cookie dough. It has crisp texture, amazing flavors, and because of the grand chocolate chips, more chocolate per bite. A big thank you to Ghirardelli for sponsoring this video, and head over right now to Ghirardelli.com for the ultimate chocolate chip cookie recipe. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you back here really soon for more bigger, bolder baking.